You are listening to the Wisecracker podcast.
Just an entire
It's like Tyson on Rogan, where Rogan's hyping him up. He's like, "You're the heavyweight champ of the world," and Tyson's just like,
Yeah, he's too into fighting, you said?
Yeah.
Just bringing up fighting.
"It's an ASMR. It's an ASMR podcast, except it's just some an alpha male just getting hype about to kick some white boy's ass."
Tyson just anytime he's with somebody, it's like bam, 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 bam. Oh.
Yeah,
I can't come unless the Rocky song comes on.
he's just in a movie theater watching like an action scene in a Marvel movie, and he runs up on screen, just starts punching it.
Attack the screen.
I thought that Ant-Man what's what.
Close.
That's
yeah.
pretty good. I can talk like Tyson.
You just gotta say kid.
Maybe Tyson even all the way up here. I'm the heavyweight champion of the world. I
I'm gonna
got.
knock his block off.
I was in a
Did
fight.
you hear what he said about Jake Paul?
What
He's
he
like,
say?
I used to watch your videos, you dancing as a teenager. It gave me a boner.
Oh, yeah, he did say that. It's like,
It's like if Mike Tyson was a pedophile, it's like, what are you gonna do? Handcuff him?
yeah, he's gonna break it.
He
and
literally
kill
just like,
Arrest him and put him in prison?
I
No
used
one's
to
ever
get a
done that
boner
before.
for a
Mr.
16-year-old.
Tyson, we're taking you in. We're gonna have to handcuff you. That's not smart.
I wouldn't do that
I
if I
wouldn't
was
do that
you.
if I was you.
He like kneels on the neck of a cop. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We've got.
How the tables have turned.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Mikey Tyson.
I was like in like a bad place like 2 weeks ago, just like home alone. Friday night, Cody was out of town. The girl was out of town. My girlfriend Cody was out of town.
Yeah, welcome Sam's girlfriend Cody to the podcast.
Yeah. Hi guys, Sam and I've been. This is our release. We've been dating for a
This
while
is couples
now.
therapy. Yeah, this is our hard launch.
Kennan's a paid actor.
Don't say her name. She might not be my girlfriend someday.
Oh shit!
I'm kidding.
Shout out.
Yeah,
G-
we want
shout out
these-
GI Jane.
We want these to be evergreen.
Gosh, thank God she doesn't. She hates the podcast and does not listen. Thank God she's told me multiple times. I think you should stop doing the podcast.
You should do a once a weekly plug and to see until she catches on. A segment of Kennan pissed me off this week.
Like here's the fucking things. You know how I keep everything inside and I'm emotionally retarded?
Well, I'm using this as a space.
Her words.
to
At
get
least
it
she
out.
says retarded. Like when my girlfriend nags me, at least she's being like, you're just like gay and retarded.
That's not cool.
I didn't say pedophile, Mike. Iron Mike, because he's going to be in prison for talking about getting hard.
He
at
was.
16-year-old. Oh, he did go to prison
Yeah.
for
The R word.
yeah, for the big one.
I think he was set up.
There's that video.
He
of
was
him,
the
like-
heavyweight champion of the world, and then he went to prison.
Have you seen that video of him like running across a car and like
No, it's Trevor Burbank.
kicking a
Burbank.
cop?
He's fuck, who is it? It's Larry Holmes and Trevor Burbank.
Pretty sure it's Mike Tyson.
It's not Mike Tyson. It's not. It is
This is
not.
the first thing we'll have to fact check.
I love this about the internet nowadays. No, I'm pretty sure.
Trevor Burbank jumps up on a car
Yeah.
and double drop kicks Larry Holmes. It might be the other way around.
It's pretty cool.
But Mike Tyson's not
It's a
involved.
sweet move.
Mike Tyson was like 14 when that happened.
It was him.
But I was in a bad spot and I was drunk at home alone watching Mike Tyson, like old Mike. I just looked at the TV there for a second and like immediately there's like
off.
like bright light, moth to
All
flame,
right,
baby.
Another podcast with the failed attempt to leave the TV
Just
on.
straight up 10 minutes into the podcast, all of us are like,
Yeah.
Oh, TV? Wow.
Oh shit.
literally.
It was
literally-
on commercials.
Oh
too.
shit.
It wasn't
Yeah, it was a
even-
Nissan commercial.
Literally.
Ultima's
checking out-
looking good this year.
Checking out so hard that you end up editing and posting the podcast without even realizing you were looking at the TV for an hour.
Oh,
this one's long.
Says we've been recording for an hour. I guess we're done.
The only thing that snaps you out of it is that your mouth gets so dry from mouth breathing the whole time. Anyway, Mike Tyson. I was just watching old Mike Tyson fights, and they're so good. Him versus what's his name? Joe Frazier's son. I can't remember his first name, but Joe Frazier was like,
That's why you got to do the George Foreman thing. That way I'll remember your son's name.
He's the one athlete where I see clips of him, like just like I've seen boxers, but it's like you see someone, it's like that's unlike anyone else. Like, he's just insane.
It's like
Yeah,
Barry
some of his
Bonds.
fights
Barry
were so
Bonds
quick,
is the same
too.
way.
Yeah, where it's just like this is horrible. Like this doesn't look like a human being.
Yeah, well, because he's
like
quick.
so quick.
Yeah, and he's weird too. Like everyone's
Yeah,
coming
he's
out with like a
normal.
robe, and he just comes out and he just looks fucking.
He
off.
straight up. I would stand by this. I don't think he could have the face that still be himself. If his voice wasn't that way, he wouldn't be famous. Like it makes him.
It's not the boxing
it's
ability.
such a
It's
yeah,
not-
well, like,
He could be one
no,
of the
like,
best heavyweight fighters of all time if no one would care about it.
But
if he
nobody.
didn't have
It's
the
like
squeaky little voice.
the fact that he sounds so adorable is like
It is
such a
funny.
more selling point to him.
It's the
Right.
yin and yang of nature. Having that man have
Like
It's like when there's a
Toy
real
Story
violent scene
character.
in a movie and they put like sweet, upbeat music over it or
it's just
something.
like, what do we
Doesn't
think?
make sense.
Do we think he was always like, I'm gonna be a boxer, or do we think he was literally like, people were like, that's your fucking voice, you
Yeah.
fucking loser?
Yeah,
And then he
time
just
to
got
start
so
swinging.
He's
good
like,
at
I'm gonna figure
fighting.
out how to kill everyone.
Yeah,
and
if you have
anyone
to
if I want.
fight everyone you've ever interacted with for every day of your early life, like he was probably throwing punches when he was like 3. Just,
Yeah. I'm gonna that might be the move. You have your child, you let them grow up a little bit, and then you just take all their teeth out, so they talk weird, and then you got a prize fight.
Boy
Like,
named,
cut their tongue in
boy
half.
named Sue strategy.
Yeah.
Just give my son a lisp.
yeah, just like, hi, I'm Cody Schultz Jr. It's like, fuck, dude, he's gonna be a good fighter.
Yeah, this guy's quick. Damn,
Boy's got to learn how to fight.
ferocious.
Then the problem is you become world heavyweight champ and then everyone's trying to fight you because you're the champ. I think that's what they run into sometimes.
Yeah, that one guy tried to fight Tyson in an airplane. Do you remember that?
In an
He was just
airplane.
like egging Tyson on, and Tyson leans over the seat, just like,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, there's
this
like
is
these weird,
2009
crazy
or
people where it's
something.
like, you're Brock Lesnar. I'm going to fight you. That way I have the
I'm
jacket.
the heavyweight. I'll
took
be the
this-
heavyweight champion of Norfolk County.
Mike Tyson was the toughest guy in Vegas.
That is, yeah. It's crazy to just like take a couple fighting classes or fight for a few years and be like, I could have been the best. I just
I
didn't get
got
the
him.
recognition.
Yeah.
I could kick Mike Tyson's ass.
I got him. I'm 5'5",
Or just
200
whatever.
pounds.
Like fighting is legit. I feel like the one sport where it's like, yeah, if you're good, you're gonna be successful regardless.
Well, there is that weird thing of like if you're just walking around like normal life, going to the grocery store. I walk through those doors. If I can get the security guard's gun and get him out, I could take down anyone in the store. And then if you go to like the gym,
Wait, with the guy's
So if you had
gun?
I take away his
so
gun.
if you had a gun, you could take down anyone.
No, you discard
No,
the
no, I
gun.
discarded the gun.
Yeah.
I would take the gun away
He's
from the
just
security
getting
guard
rid
and
of
then
the
I would
one guy
bury
who
it.
could take him down 'cause
I would
he has a
bury it
weapon.
underneath the onions.
Okay, but what's your plan?
Grapple everyone. You're next. I'd start in the cereal. I'd start in the
And
fatty
then they'll
aisles.
take my expired coupons.
I'd go
Yeah.
in the chip section. I would take down all the fatties in there, and then I would slowly work my way into the final boss, which is the guy behind the deli counter. It's the Asian guy making sushi.
See, yeah, I think the move.
He's got a knife.
But then
is-
when you go to the gym, you don't like. You're like everyone here could have me if they wanted me. Sorry, not have because I wouldn't. They could take me.
They could take you on wherever they want.
No, they could take my.
Take it. They could take,
take it.
from.
They could take.
No,
they
but
could
like,
take
they
my
could take
precious.
If I'm going into a grocery store, I'm taking a cart. Once I get the gun from the guy and hide it in the onions,
Yeah.
you got to go to the canned food section. Just fill that thing and
just
Use the
yeah.
cans as
Okay.
projectiles.
just chalk and fastballs at people.
right.
Little Chef Boyardee ones, not the big ones, because there's
In guys' murder games
you'll throw your
where we
arms
go to the
over.
grocery store and you try to kill each other.
I always give so much respect to the security guards there. They're more important to me than cops. They're the guys protecting the food. The cops protect like the bank. These guys are
I always
armed
wonder-
people. Oh, for those of you that don't know, if you don't live in a major city in America, every single store has a person with a gun to kill you with. if you live in any city above 1 million people,
It's like Costco, but they have.
Yeah.
You
Give me
can
your-
still-
They check your receipt.
Let me
Except
see
at
your
Ralph's,
receipt.
they're like,
Even the guy, I don't think the guy with the gun uses it that much because I was
It's
at the
coffee
Ralph's
creamer.
by
Let's see
me,
your receipt.
and this like the dirtiest guy I've ever seen came in, grabbed a giant thing of Jameson, and just like sort of strolled out the front. And the guy never even fired a shot at him.
well, they probably have a deal.
Disappointing. Oh yeah, I mean, he
There's
probably gave him
probably-
half the bottle of
Ooh.
liquor outside.
They're bootlegging.
How
Yeah.
deep does it go?
Just immediately look out in the.
They're not bootlegging. They're just legging because the guy didn't have any shoes.
No, there's
Barefoot legging.
the bare. Yeah, one sandal legging.
This is what Shane was talking about last time. It's like I bring up homeless people so often, and it's just because it's like
what's around.
it's like bathroom humor or like anything. It's just like, what do you do all the time? It's like, let's talk about the weather. Let's talk about the homeless. It's like that's the only thing that's ever
Yeah.
on my mind is the crazy homeless people.
How many times a day does that security guard have to do something?
Probably zero. He probably doesn't do shit.
How many a week? Twice?
I'm guessing the high from the joint he smokes wears off after like an hour or two. He's probably got to take a break and
Yeah.
know re-up on
At the
that.
Ralphs in Venice, they're always wearing masks. Like they always have a mask on. Is that how it is in Hollywood?
No, like a
Yeah, they
a
always-
surgical mask.
Yeah, they always have the COVID mask on.
Oh, my guy's got the Punisher mask on.
That'd be scary. Maybe just put them in like super scary outfits.
They should just be on like
Yeah.
one of those like Halo cars on like outside waiting for people to come out and just
But imagine
rocket
like
launcher them.
Imagine walking in.
A rocket launcher pointed at me when I go to Ralph's.
You go in full black cape, and like what is it? A scythe? The big fucking like
like
and the
that.
scream mask. Yeah, like it's just he just dresses death, and they don't say a word, and they just stand there like this. You have to walk past.
Oh, and
it.
that's yeah.
and it says security. on the front.
That's how the Amazon stores are. The Amazon Fresh Go or whatever, where you don't need to take out your wallet.
Like
you
if I
just
see
walk through.
if I see a human
God.
being with a gun, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
If I see a guy with a Sith and a mask, I'm like, fuck, dude. I do not. And he's on stilts. He has to be like 8
yeah, he's
feet
way
tall.
too tall.
Yeah.
He's oddly tall.
Yeah,
he's like a
huge.
6-footer on stilts.
And you're like, that's like, fuck, dude. I'm not. I know he's on stilts, but I think he could just
yeah, I was like, you know
float.
what? You know what? I will pay for this piece of garlic that they forgot to ring up, just in case this guy.
Oh,
cuts
look at
my
this. They forgot to
fucking
charge
head
me
off.
for this.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
go-
the security does look too professional. Like they have protocols to follow and they're not
Yeah.
going to murder me. But if
Yeah.
the guy had like
No
a
morals.
necklace of hands that were all shoplifters,
Dude, that'd be.
then I might think twice.
I'm like, I'll pay extra.
Yeah, he has hands of the men who stole from Ralph's,
And
and then he has
they all
ears
have like they all have like
of the men who talked bad on Ralph's.
it's like rigor mortis, so they're all holding what they're trying to steal, like a melon. It's like a steak, you know.
yeah.
A box of ice cream
Yeah.
sandwiches.
And instead of
They're all
like printed out
melting.
posters, they're just that say like, "Have you seen this man thief?" They just say like, "Have you been to this man's funeral?" They just put obituaries up there.
No,
cut
they're
them out
still
of
alive. They
newspaper.
just don't have a hand.
Yeah, you know, like the cages they would hang the pirates in.
Yeah.
Is that too deep a pull?
Yeah,
They
cool.
should have these like torture cages as you come up to Ralph's, and it's all people who have stolen
What would be the funniest thing to get your hand chopped off for trying to steal?
a hand,
I know one of the guys'
a
hands.
pair of gloves.
Ah, shit.
What a
Let me put the glove on at least before you lop it off.
There was a store in like, I guess it's probably Beverly Hills, and it's one of those like stupid celebrity stores where they can just like sell junk from the internet for like triple the price. But like
Like
the
Sharper
Kardashians
Image
go
type
there. Yeah,
stuff?
I don't know what this place is called, but they did have a cool thing where I rolled up to it and they had a bunch of giant posters, and what I thought it was like, bring back the hostages of Israel, because that's, you see that everywhere. But what it was actually was giant like wanted posters for people that have shoplifted from there, and then they like
From where?
From this store.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the name of it.
So you're making up a story. It's
Great story. I took pictures of it. I have hands from the.
Took pictures of the hand.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing to get your hand stolen or chopped off is you stole the Grim Reaper's necklace of hands.
Big cool necklace.
going right for the guy. Yeah, I don't need to go into the store. I just steal the guy's gun. I steal his necklace
Yeah,
of hands.
I steal his giant sword. I bury that in the onions.
A homeless guy he threw a glass bottle at me the other day, I think, but his arm was bad, so he missed. But I do think
What'd you say to him?
How far was it from you?
I was like, I think I know where you got those hands from, buddy. And he's like, I paid for them. He threw a glass bottle at me.
Somebody threw a human hand at me.
Yeah.
That is cool.
It was right by the clinic. So I guess it's a good place to get hit because you could just go to the clinic.
Just walk right.
Yeah. Oh, it happened again. He works for the clinic, dude. He's hitting people with glass bottles.
Ooh, maybe.
Getting business
Yeah, he's
in
trying
there.
to drum up business by injuring people.
You just see them.
I didn't think
you
about
just see them
that.
in the hospital walking
They're
out.
in on it too.
They write him
The
a
Ralph
check.
security guard and the booze thief, they're in on it. This guy is in on it with the Minute Clinic.
Write the guy a check, man.
Huh. Interesting. Paid agitators.
You think he has like a daily rate, or you think it's by how many people he gets in the door? You think it's by sales?
He's working on commission.
Yeah.
He's working on bottle.
You only got 3
injury
today,
commission.
so come on.
This guy seemed like he lives very like non-standard days.
Hey, so
I don't think he's a 9 to 5 guy. So I
listen,
don't know how the
Bert,
pay structure
your numbers
works.
are just kind of down. Yeah, so we're gonna just be paying you the base
We're
minimum
gonna have to let you
wage.
go.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pack your bags. You're done here. And then he takes one of those sticks with the
With the bag on it.
bag.
Nobody does that.
Pack your
Why
cart.
does nobody? That's the
A
coolest way
bindle.
to.
Yeah, homeless guys don't use a bindle anymore.
Is that
what
what
it's
it's called?
called?
A bindle?
I think so.
bindle.
And they never have like cartoonish 5 o'clock shadow with red lips and
Or
one
a-
teardrop.
Or a shoe where their big toe is sticking out of it?
I mean, we want.
Or a barrel that they wear as clothing?
Instead of clothes.
That might be the next big pharma thing. It's like we're gonna get these homeless guys some jobs, and it's gonna be pumping us full of patients.
Oh, the reason that all of those people
Giving
are
people
on the
eye
street is
syphilis.
because of Big Pharma.
No,
I would
you
go
mean?
as far as to say 60 to 80% of the homeless people on the street are on the street because of drugs.
you're not allowed to make a bad drug. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, the government would stop you.
They'd stop it.
Yeah, you're right. You're probably right.
That's why
They
stopped-
arrest the bad guys.
That's why they stopped Skittle production. That
They
shit's
did
bad.
stop Skittle production, and I kind of agree with it.
Did they
And
actually
Four
do that?
Locos. They
Did that-
stopped the old Four
Are
Locos.
Skittles out?
I think in California, Skittles are out.
Oh no! I knew this
think
day
the
was
liberals-
coming.
Now I think about it.
I think the liberals got
Skittles.
got Skittles, which is probably good.
For Pride Month, no more
They
Skittles.
took the rainbow, dude.
They stole the
They
rainbow.
stole the rainbow.
They were like, too many people are tasting the rainbow and getting eye syphilis. People
Yeah,
are
what?
getting
There's
too
a lot of
deep.
billboards for eye syphilis awareness
Yeah,
around Los
that's,
Angeles.
That's the new trend. Every time I drive east of Beverly Hills, we can decide where that is. If you know the map, if you know the LA map, you
couple
know
neighborhoods.
there's a bunch
Drive
of
east.
giant billboards of just a guy
It's
with
tough.
like watery eyes.
Yeah.
It's like eye
Well,
syphilis
you know-
is serious.
What was the billboard we saw in Venice? And we were like, "What's that for?"
Oh, it was called like it looked like a woman that was getting like suffocated by like a bag. Is that the one you were talking
Yeah,
about?
it just said like,
It's like open or something.
yeah, open. So they're both
Like
looking
open
like,
the bag hole so she can
we're
breathe
like,
and not
what is
die.
this for?
Is it a metaphor?
Dude, I don't know. It's like it was so vague.
Probably a metaphor.
That it was like
someone
what-
probably bought a.
Yeah, like what do
You
you?
got,
trying
as
to
long
sell
as the
here?
bag is not full of semen, because then you'll get eye syphilis.
Oh, it's an I Hate Steven Singer ad.
Are those only in Philly?
Yeah, it's a jewelry.
Maybe.
Well, because I know that one guy Russ, he owns a jewelry store down in Redondo, and which has gotten robbed twice. And I'm like,
Wow.
he's telling me how they robbed it. I'm like, yo, that's sick.
Ocean's 11.
That's really really cool.
He needs the guy with the hands.
and
yeah,
they literally, yeah. Well,
here's
they-
what you're gonna do. You're gonna get a guy. You're gonna give him stilts so that he's 8 feet tall. A huge,
yeah. Listen, Russ.
a huge black cape, a scream mask, and a Sith, and he should be good. He should be
A
fine.
scythe.
I can't.
Scythe.
I can't do open. I don't know if that was even what the ad was called. But yeah, I drove past it again the other day, and it was disturbing. It was almost disturbing as the 50-year-old Jennifer Lopez ads that I'm seeing. She,
What are those?
She lost it.
No.
I don't want to bring up Jennifer Lopez twice in a row. I think that's why I brought it up last time.
Jayla still got it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
My dad. Watched,
Do I have to see her on a big 50-foot billboard?
We watched Atlas, that new like space movie. With
Was
him.
this on the broken TV or did
Yeah, it was
he-
on broken TV.
Your dad only watches
Most
stuff on the broken TV.
mediocre, Like
Did he like it though?
Yeah, he's like, that was good.
Yeah,
Well, then why do you like
rumors
that?
are flipped. The movies that are like 6, 5 out of 10, they're like, that was good. Have you seen this? It's good. And then the movies that are like generationally good, they're like,
I do feel like I'm
God.
starting to become that way a little bit. Like if stuff gets like a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, I'm like, no, I don't think I'm gonna like it. But then
Maybe.
my favorite movies, it's like 65 range.
I remember
just like-
I like there to be some like
it's-
mixed opinion.
Yeah.
I will say, I think, shout out Brian Mulholland. I think he had some of the worst movie opinions. If he says a movie's good, it's guaranteed.
It means there's kung fu in it. Is what it
horrible.
means.
Yeah, there's either cowboys or kung fu. But like he said, I think it was like a year after The Dark Knight came out, that Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds came out. And he's like,
Oh, yeah.
it was way better than that Batman too. Or
Oh,
whatever.
but Batman does kung fu.
Yeah.
Yeah, broke the rule. You
That
broke
is
your one.
the one movie.
I'm gonna make you break your
The one movie where I was like, this is gonna be terrible, and it was great. Was it's like I think the last I could remember, Cowboys and Aliens. Where I was like, this is gonna suck.
I was disappointed
And then I
by
watched
that.
it, and I was like,
It's good.
I like that.
Yeah, it's fun. I like
James Bond killing aliens.
with a wrist gun. Remember? He had like he got like a laser locked on his wrist.
No, you're thinking of a different movie.
Was that from the Alien?
But it's
Like
sponsored.
Ben 10?
It's sponsored by Rolex, like the James Bond.
Yeah, and he's like,
It's like
make me.
it's just a
martini.
big ad. Honestly, missed opportunity. Doesn't Omega do all the James Bond stuff? I think they
know.
do. Missed opportunity not making that an Omega wrist laser for
was
James
from-
Bond.
Omega had a cool
Aliens.
watch by me, by where the Muppets live. They had a Kermit the Frog watch they were advertising. The green
God,
Kermit
yeah,
I think
face.
I saw that.
Green face.
There's some good watches out there if you have $100,000 floating around.
Or $7.
Check this out.
Casio.
Yeah.
That's a watch.
Now
Or
you don't
the-
have to touch your phone, dude. Throw your phone.
Phone's covered in germs.
No.
Honestly, maybe. I don't want to be touching stuff with the palms of my hands. Watch right on the wrist.
True.
Sometimes I smell.
COVID's
man.
back.
Gross.
COVID's back.
Yeah, COVID's bumping right now.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
I don't know. My last
I'm
3
mailing in my
Ubers I've
ballot.
taken.
Anyway,
Big.
it doesn't matter. I'm gonna mail my ballot into fucking Folsom County Jail or wherever they're gonna send my boy. I really want Trump to go to like Rikers Island. That would be so sick.
And win from there.
And he's got like a setup, like he's got a desk, and all the inmates
What's the
respect
law on
him.
that?
He's still.
If he was in prison, could he win the presidency?
I don't think so.
I think you're not.
It'd be
allowed-
tough.
I don't think you're allowed to run as a convicted
Be an
felon.
uphill
Technically,
battle. I think you are. You should be.
I don't
That's what
see why
America's
not.
about, is-
Yeah,
Having trouble and having bad times, and then being able to.
I
coming
think we should
back.
give this
Come
guy a
over.
second chance, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let's give Donald Trump a second chance,
having it not
everybody.
be any gap between like your felony and when you become president, like a day.
yeah.
Immediately make you the
He
top
walks
guy.
out of jail into the inauguration.
I don't know.
They
I've
pick
seen
him
all
up
these-
in that fucking giant decked out bulletproof Cadillac.
He does.
All I'm
he just
saying-
rips the green jumpsuit or the orange jumpsuit off. and-
When I'm not seeing PSA billboards for eye syphilis, I'm seeing PSA billboards about how just because you're a felon doesn't mean we can't get you back into the workforce,
Yeah.
right?
I
Let's
like
get him back
felons.
into the workforce. Let's
Yeah.
make him the president.
That's the best way. Put the most responsibility on his shoulders, so he doesn't have time for all the bad things.
I think
Yeah,
Trump.
keep him. The problem was he wasn't busy anymore.
Yeah. I want Trump. I want his VP to be a cellmate.
Some guy.
He makes the greatest prison wine and gave some great advice on how to sharpen a toothbrush. Yeah,
That'd be so funny.
just some guy.
some dude that's like a beast.
This is my vice president choice. His name is Chains. No last name. Mr. Trump, he doesn't speak English.
A Hispanic
Blows up
Gee,
the
dude,
Mexican
sweet.
vote. That's how Trump gets back. That's how he gets the POC vote.
By having his cellmate
get out.
be his
Yeah.
running mate.
It's like a guy that like just.
I want him to go to like violent criminal prison. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I want him to get jacked if he's away.
He will, and he will. An 80-year-old man in prison.
Covered in
his son
tattoos of
just supporting his feet the whole time.
I did the most pull-ups in prison. I did 100 pull-ups a day. Believe me. I'm obsessed with that. I talked about that impression before, but there's this fucking guy that just does a Trump impression on the TV. And that's all.
You know
he
that
does.
thing that we were watching
This
before?
thing?
No, wait, don't think about it.
Oh,
Black
shit.
square, low key nice.
It's a rectangle.
You can just kind
dumbass.
of imagine it. All squares are rectangles. Got you, dude. Confused you. That's Trump in the debates, and then Trump talking regular. He does the note because he snorts a bunch of shit before the debate. Any debate. Who's that walking on my fucking lawn?
People love using this cut across even though they have to walk uphill. That doesn't make sense to
Pisses
me.
off,
Crazy.
man. Stay the fuck off.
People just like coming on your property. Like they don't think you'll use your castle doctrine. Does Santa Monica have
I
castle
will cut your
doctrine?
fucking hands.
We got to
off.
get somebody out there with a scythe.
Yeah. Is that what it's called? A scythe?
Scythe.
Scythe. The big long stick with the
Yeah.
little thing.
It's got like a.
Yeah, I was watching Jeremy Clarkson's farm. He taught me about all that equipment.
Yeah, it's a good show.
I brought
Turn it on.
Speaking of big knives, I brought. I didn't do it yesterday in class, but I brought
a gun.
I brought
to my
Sling
class.
Blade into his monologue to do in class, and I was
Wait,
like,
what's Sling Blade?
Sling Blade's the Billy Bob Thornton movie where he plays the guy who.
Oh, you brought the script.
Yeah, like
Okay.
the monologue from it. So I was like, I'll do this. I was like, I've always liked it, and I found it when I was home, printed out. And it's like, he's mentally challenged in it.
Did you do your own interpretation of how
And
he would be
I was just
mentally
saying too,
challenged,
like
or did you do
my
a-
teacher
an
and
impression?
another person in class I was talking to, I was like, I can't do it like he does it because he does it like this, and it's like really I was
Billy
like,
Bob.
They'll-
Yeah,
I feel like in acting class, they don't want you doing just an impression of another
no.
actor
So like I was
either.
just like, we went out to the bar after class and was talking about. I was like, I have to do some form of disability if I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But like,
Maybe he talks like Mike Tyson.
You could do
yeah,
Tourette's.
I was like, how do I do that with it?
You could do
being-
Tourette's.
But it's the character doesn't have Tourette's. He's just meant.
But you could throw that
I love
in.
those French fried potatoes.
Yeah, French fried potatoes. But
I've never seen Sling Blade.
it's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Should I check it out?
Maybe we just stop
we're watching it
podcasting and
too.
watch that now. TV. Maybe we watch some TV
Yeah,
right now.
watch TV.
Guys, nice talking to you. We're watching some
I love
podcast.
TV. I love watching TV. I love watching TV so much. I want to make TV.
That's the new. That's your
They're
new.
running
like-
out of TV.
Those
for me
really
to
are
watch.
my favorite directors. The ones that are like, you like movies so much it's weird.
Well, Jay told you about the Zack Snyder thing,
Yeah.
where he was just like watching a knife fight on
in
TV.
in the offices of a post production studio, there's just like,
Like
a
an actual
TV.
knife
screen
fight?
yeah, like
on.
Zach. No, it was
No,
on
in a
the,
movie.
It was on the TV.
Oh, okay.
And Zack Snyder's
But-
just sitting there with his arms crossed, like, drop the knife, use it, drop kick.
Yeah, like he's
Good.
just doing nothing but directing action movies and then doing his Snyder cuts. But he's actually really into this stuff. Like
Yeah.
he could watch Cowboys versus Aliens and become completely immersed.
Use the wrist laser.
Wait,
Good.
so he's just directing something that's already been shot?
No, he was just watching a
Oh,
movie that
yeah,
was
he was just
playing
watching TV.
in
Yeah,
the,
he's
in the
a
office.
guy that likes box. The box.
Yeah, he
It's
likes
like-
it.
He loves box.
You gotta love
I
box.
love box.
To make it in this town, you gotta love box.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
The
not
ideas
true. I
come
feel like
from
the
up
opposite
here.
might be true, but we won't get into
Yeah,
that.
I don't think the people that are making movies like the movies. It's almost like they hate the people that watch the movies. Here's a bright idea.
It's almost like the people doing anything these days have resent for all normal people.
Here's a fucking idea. What if you want to make a Mad Max movie that doesn't bomb? What if you put fucking Mad Max in it, retards? I'm kidding. I want to see that movie, and I actually think it looks pretty good.
We'll go watch it.
I'm excited for it. But I do have a theory that people aren't watching that movie because they're like, female led. It's Madam Web. This movie's gonna suck.
Yeah,
Well, it's just a.
But it's not forced. It's just like a.
No, this one happened organically, but people have been hurt too much.
Yeah, I really think that.
Now my dad said, Madam Web
He
got
liked
good
Matt.
reviews.
He liked him.
He liked it.
MW.
Well, to
watched it,
explain,
like-
your dad watches all these movies on a broken TV where everything is the
It's
color
so
blue and there's a
It's so
crack in
blue.
it.
We watched the.
so-
And then he's
We
like,
watched the
I
Dallas
didn't like
Avatar must be
I didn't like
nothing.
Dune.
Yeah, it's just.
What are these normal guys doing?
He thought Dune took place on an ocean
Are
planet.
those humans or Avatar?
Yeah, watching Avatar on the blue screen. I don't get it. What are these normal guys
Why are
doing?
these ones short? Dude, it's just like.
This is a basketball
Just a bunch of
game?
normal people, but some of them have tails.
It's so fun. It's like my brother and I are talking about where it's like all the TVs that he owns are just fucked up.
in some
Like
way.
the one at our house in media is straight up like he has a sound bar and it's playing, and then the TV also has the volume on. So
Surround sound.
Don't you get dizzy watching this, Dad?
I woke up in the morning and I'm like having coffee and I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck is going on with my hearing? And I take the remote and I mute the TV and it just keeps
oh, there
playing.
it is.
And it's like a second behind.
Yeah, it's
And-
really weird.
And I go, Dad, what's wrong with the sound? He goes, nothing.
What are you talking about, Cody?
Just so much of that shit where it's like, Rick and I are like, yo, this is bad.
Is it because like the first TV he owned was like a 8-inch square and the sound was bad and the
Yeah.
picture was bad and it's
I
just
mean,
like,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
TV
probably.
and like so it's like now I don't care as someone crosses right behind Cody again.
Dad doesn't have that problem at all. He
no, not
figures out
really.
the technology. It might be like,
Although I think he's doing the thing now with a smashed laptop that he has hooked up to the regular
but that's
TV.
that's innovative.
That seems like once you're past 50, guys start doing that.
What?
They've got a laptop where the screen of the laptop is smashed, but it's like
you hook up
hooked
the
up to the
HDMI,
TV.
so the screen.
So
it's a
you're on your
monitor.
like broken laptop, and
I think that's just your dad.
that's a little too far.
No, that's smart.
I've
You
known
don't
a couple
strain your
dads who
eyes
do
as
this.
much.
It is smart, but like, holy shit. Like, so you just have a keyboard.
Yeah,
you have
that's
a keyboard
hard-
with like a
that has
smashed
a hard drive. and
but there's a
it's-
smashed up like blue and green screen in front of you with like
You know
the
how he
spider
smashed
web.
That's what the nerds do.
What do you do? What Papa Nation
He was
do?
pissed off. He probably just sat on it. I don't know.
Ah, fuck.
It must have crawled underneath him for warmth.
I feel like I know at least 4 or 5 dads with a similar setup.
Yeah.
I mean, my computer, I can't turn it on unless it's plugged in now.
My dad-
My laptop is a desktop now because I have to have it hooked up to the
He used to
wire.
have, not, it wasn't, the screen wasn't broken, but he would plug his laptop into an HDMI and it like sounded that little like dock thing. And then he plugged it, and that plugged into the monitor, but it was like, yeah, I don't know, dude. These guys are struggling.
Yeah.
No, I think they have it all figured out.
But yeah, anyway,
It's funny. It is
I-
funny to
I
have
only-
like I have a massive house. I have a second house, and I've done it. I'm successful. But then like all your shit's just fucking broken, and your car doesn't work.
There's
and
so much about, yeah, like I told you about it. Like his truck had 250,000 miles, and the heated seat was broken and it wouldn't shut
so
off.
fucking hot.
It's just always
And he
hot.
was just driving
Middle of the summer.
He was driving in the middle
Maybe
of the summer.
would it
like,
turn
I
off-
fucking swamp ass everywhere I go.
Could he
You need the windows rolled down, the AC turned on at all times, even during the winter, because the seat gets hot.
when he turns the car off, the seat stops
Yeah, yeah,
eating. It doesn't go. This isn't like the runaway diesel situation
It's
where
just-
it's just going.
He drives so fast.
I've got this
everywhere.
special-
The
I
seat's
went
just
on-
getting hotter and hotter and hotter until the truck catches on
I
fire.
went on that.
chair's
I went on that
on
fucking
fire.
Amazon and I ordered this special rubber suit so that I can drive my car. It's insulated, keeps me cool.
Yeah, no, you just got to have the air conditioning blasting,
No, he would
right?
he would take ice packs out of the freezer and sit them on the chair.
In the booster seat.
Perfect.
Like you could literally, there's a wire.
I drive
underneath,
from the
you
passenger
cut, and then
seat,
that's
'cause
over.
He
right?
did that.
Okay.
By the end of it, the 2 little buttons were like ripped out.
Yeah.
And it looked like a pair of pliers was just like shoved.
Well, I get that. Because that's
That's why you don't get these fancy trucks with the extra features like
Yeah,
heated
dude,
seats. They're just going to break right away after 250,000
Yeah,
miles.
A light 250.
It just breaks.
Yeah, I want a truck with no computers,
Fucking
no
foreign
suspension.
piece of shit.
It's crazy, man. It's like the shit he says is crazy. We have beer in our fridge that is expired, and
Yeah, expired beers.
Which
Yes.
fridge? Because he also has 5
well,
refrigerators.
Guy loves his fridges. But no, we had
The
beer
energy
from.
bill just on
It
the
must have been from
fridges.
like from Christmas, and then it was put out of the fridge because there wasn't enough room. In the summer, it got hot. It got skunked,
Yeah, but then it goes back in the fridge.
and then he brought it to the beach. He puts it in the fridge. Dez and I got down there and tried a beer, and it was like it tastes like shit. tried a different brand. That tastes like shit. And then he'll come
But
down.
it was there. It
and then he
still
comes
works,
down
doesn't
and
it?
And he does
It's
this. He goes,
fine. This is good.
tastes good to me. And it's like,
Let me crack one of these crisp beers and sit down and watch my TV. That also works.
it's just like,
Yeah, Boomers rock.
Dude,
I gotta
yeah.
cool off my hot ass with a cold
respect-
beer.
I respect it so much. That
Yeah, those
it's like,
aren't drinking beers. Those are to cool down your ass.
That's true. He takes the case of Yingling and sits it on his seat and then sits on it.
He gets pulled over. Officer, these are sitting beers.
These are
not
sitting
cruising
beers. My heated seat won't shut off.
And the cop's like, oh, yeah, I fucking get that.
I've been there.
I've got a
Fucking
case in my
squad
car.
Oh, Lord.
They fucking defunded us, and now all the seats are constantly heating.
We can't turn the heat off in our squad cars after that fucking liberal.
The fucking, college kids made it so that our seats are always hot.
Just
Police
cops,
on
cops
the hot
always getting
seat,
out of the car
literally.
with swamp ass.
It would be one thing if, like, our parents' generation lived like this and they were, like, happy with it. But it's like they won't not bitch and complain
They
about
love
the thing.
bitching.
So I think that's what it is.
Everybody loves bitching.
It's the princess and the pea situation where it's like, just take the pea out. Yeah. And they're like, no, it's fucking.
Is that
it
the
needs
moral of
pea.
that story?
It needs the fucking pea
The
in
best
there.
is we give him shit now because like sometimes our internet at home would suck. Or, like it wouldn't work in the living room.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, he would say this dead fucking serious. He would go, it's because it was like around Christmas time. Yeah, it's because everyone's shopping. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude?
Like the
Everyone's
internet is just
online.
So
slow.
now, anytime technology,
The internet's too crowded right now. Which, like, honestly, that's not. I
Maybe.
mean, it's not why
Maybe.
the Wi-Fi is not working, but it could slow down.
but like dead serious. And then
the
now
bandwidth of the router.
the TV like
Fucking
glitches for a
shopping.
second. We're like, and, like Leanne, Ricky, my mom. Oh, everyone's shopping. And he just fucking.
I mean, I'm the
He just
same
doesn't
way.
works out.
When it's cloudy out, my phone gets worse coverage.
This TV fucks up.
Yeah, I can't figure out our Wi-Fi. I come home one day, my dad has a Wi-Fi extender in the kitchen so that he can work outside. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. And so like I bought one for in here and it fixed our problems. Because our 90-foot
Boomer's
90
smart,
square
actually.
foot, our literally 90 square foot apartment couldn't handle.
Not even.
No, this is like 900 square feet.
Get the measuring tape.
The next
my-
podcast segment, measure the apartment.
Measure the apartment.
I am gonna go pee though.
Nice, man.
Wait, someone's
was that?
upstairs.
Are they upstairs?
Someone's moving in.
So just to fill you guys in, we have we have an open apartment above us. We don't want anyone moving in, so we're just we like to make some noise when people come.
Yeah,
see
what do we
it.
do? How do we ruin this?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh no! Eye syphilis again? It looks really infectious.
Oh God.
I'm gonna wipe my eyes with my hands and then touch the neighbor's doorknob every day. That should scare them off. That ought to fix it.
That'll do it. It is just like Sam calls me when I'm home and he's like, it was like Saturday. Tons of people are coming to the apartment. And he's like, I've been bumping classic rock for the past like 5 hours, just way too
Ruin
loud.
the open house.
Yeah.
If it was, I mean, that would be awesome if you guys just rented out upstairs and it became the 2-level.
Yeah.
And you guys get 2 kitchens.
Yeah, imagine all the stuff we
Think
could do.
of-
We talked about that. It'd be so nice to, like, at what point when this isn't rented out, Sam, do we just be like, we'll give you
Give them like half.
We'll give you $500 a month
just to use
and
it.
that's the studio up there, and it's just constantly set up. Studio.
Could be cool.
Could be nice. Could save a couple
and
steps.
like we just have a guy up
from-
there with a Sith, like guarding it.
Keep
We're
out.
the Sith. We have a Sith Lord up there. We have Darth Maul.
Yeah.
He just throws a lightsaber.
Yeah, you
Anyone
really
tries
got to
be like,
scare the real estate agent.
It's a spacious 2-bedroom. Yeah, there's definitely someone up there diddling around. It's so loud because they took the carpets
The hardwood
out.
floors and not carpets.
Well,
They got hardwood floors
they put the
upstairs?
laminate in.
They put the hardwood laminate.
Hey, it's just as good.
This is good. This is good stuff. This is better than the hardwood.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame.
We might have to take a quick
I don't
pause
like-
just to make a bunch of noise real quick.
Yeah, we might have to. Well, we had the huge speaker, and we'll just put on like rap music. People will be like,
Oh, God.
Just put on porn so loud. Just they come to the window and you're just sitting here and just watching on your phone.
Hey, new neighbors.
Check this out. Look at this.
Look,
"Have you seen this?
3
Kinda
guys
hot."
at once.
Can you believe it?
Can you believe that fits in her? Anyway, yeah, welcome to the neighborhood. We're all pretty like this. We're all like me.
They'll tell you that you have a parking spot. You don't.
You don't. It's irrelevant.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. I mean, it's been what 6 months.
It's been so long that I forgot
This
that we
apartment's
had
been
to
empty
fit
for
in
6
one
months.
spot for
Yeah.
forever.
I
never even
literally,
taught you
I,
how to drive stick. You know?
I think people look at the apartment and then they like look outside and then they look inside and they're like, "This is a shithole. I'm not gonna pay $3,500 to live here."
And then there's dumbasses downstairs screaming.
We could. There's like an identical apartment to that way as well that I think is cheaper, so that could help. Because people might see this and then they're like, well, we liked it, but there's one that's almost the same for slightly less, and there's not those weird porn addict hip hop guys underneath.
Like, yeah, just imagine being the realtor that shows those places, and you're like, "Yep, come on in. It's spacious," and you're like, "We like it. I think we
Well,
might take it."
they asked. There was a couple that came in. They were like, "We saw the man downstairs walking his dog. Are dogs allowed in the apartment?" And the manager was like, "You guys don't have a dog, do you?" And I was like, "No, there's never been a dog in here.
No,
No,
you miss Saul.
fuck you, bitch."
All the hair that's all over my mic cover right now, that's mine.
No, my buddy.
Oh, there was
my buddy
a dog. I eat
identifies
dogs.
as a dog.
Yeah.
Oh, that was dinner.
What's the litter box doing
That-
here?
That I eat
I
that.
eat
too.
That's
Shit.
where I take a shit.
I don't trust the
I eat it.
plumbing.
It's all yummy to me.
The plumbing's broken.
I don't trust the water. Okay, and if that splashes
I'm
up and
trying
gets
to
in my butt,
conserve water, so I take a shit. in there.
Sorry. Some of us trying to save the earth by shitting on the ground.
sorry, fascists. I don't waste water on my shit.
That would be so funny if they like came,
Obama. Oh,
That feels like
hey!
that's got to happen.
they came in here and you're just like, they're like, "What's this doing here? Do you have a pet?" No. So we go to the bathroom.
I don't know what that is.
Prove it.
I saw it.
Do it right now in front of me.
Yeah, let's see it.
Oh, you like shitting in this sandbox
I'll
so
wait.
much? Do it right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't have to go right now.
But you could imagine
Yeah.
it's gonna stink.
They walk in. They're like, "Why do you have this litter box?" That's what that is. I just bought that at the store. Thought it looked cool.
Thought that was one of those mobile
I
toilets.
thought it was a Zen garden.
Calling me a liar? Hook me up to a fucking
You
truth
just-
detector.
That's what we need to do. We need to hang a little string with one of those metal things that swings around and just, like how it's like the Zen thing.
A
where it
little
just
pendulum.
cuts through the sand. It's like,
Making designs.
No, I think that if
That's what that is.
I think if they had a walkthrough in here while we were still living and like not moving out, I think I would just grapple him. I think I'd grapple the guy and then do one of those things where
Take
you get like you melt the body in a
lower my
barrel.
rent. Lower my rent.
What'd you say? 1,000 a month?
That's what I thought. Tap out. Now tap out. Now sign here.
He died the second you put your arm around his neck.
Is that guy, the guy who rakes up is the brother of the landlord?
Yes,
Is that how it works?
or something like that. He's related.
He's. I want to see his place.
He rakes up and then he rakes. Inside,
always
that's
out
an
there.
inside baseball.
And I'm like, what are you raking for, man? Like fallen leaves on here would look nicer than the dirt that's out there.
Yeah, that's true. They
This is
refuse
his litter box.
They
He's got
refuse to put fucking grass on our front lawn.
It drives me nuts.
They refuse.
Have they tried and it's failed?
Oh, I
Or-
talked to him. He's like, crops not coming in. I was like, okay, it's grass.
Because you got the big trees, and that could be.
Yeah, the
it
big
grew
trees
for
are
a
the
little.
reason. Yeah, during the spring when it was raining every fucking day in Los Angeles, we were getting like some good weeds, some good looking weeds.
Maybe we just run the hose around, fucking spray that shit down.
Maybe we were watching Jeremy Clarkson do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he can do it,
Clark's
that brick bong can do it.
over in Britain, where they don't
Over
even,
in
they don't want to do
fuck-
anything.
We gotta grow the corn. Yeah, sure.
Gotta make food for the queen. Gotta make sure she eats today.
Just being so far out of civilization when the queen died.
Well, I figure it's like a big beehive or something, right? They're all just making food for the queen.
I love how as soon as you go British, you're like,
Well, gotta feed the Queen Mother.
We've got 1 acre. We're growing fish and chips.
It's hard to eat the food with our teeth all fucked. But it's not for us. It's for the Queen.
it's for the queen. And if some left over can be it's given to us, we'll take it.
Yeah, fuck them. That is funny. At what point? No, I'm not gonna say this. Never mind. You can just say like, I don't like British people. Fuck them.
I think it's
Kind of hip.
encouraged in this political
Why can you say
climate. Colonizers.
Yes.
Yes.
Me and Cody were up late last night talking about
Plus their
penal
women
colonies.
Busted. No, they're
Which is
not.
kinda cool.
That's also shit.
Yeah, that's bollocks.
No, it's like a weird
British
law.
women are beautiful. Mm-hmm. They really are.
People just never seen.
The girl, that one
Well,
fucking girl from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
Have you seen her?
the girl who won Pirates of the Caribbean.
Look at all these pirates.
Oh, I hope Jack Sparrow ain't gonna kidnap me.
Jack.
I hope they don't take me on his boat.
Parlay.
Oh, we gonna have a parlay.
Pirates code. You can, see your,
Orlando Bloom, I love
you
you.
can see your nipples in that movie, right?
Oh yeah.
Can you? I was just
Can you? Or-
bitching to Cody. I was like,
She's got the cleavage going
we
on.
used to have a Spider-Man love interest where you saw her like fucking basically bare tits. Like they show her bare tits.
Oh,
There's a
the
small
raining?
the raining scene
Mm-hmm.
when it's dumping down.
Huh?
When Spider-Man does the upside down kiss to Mary Jane,
Mm-hmm.
you can see him.
I don't think so.
Yes, you can see them. You can fucking count the dimples on the little fucking dimples on her nipples. What are those called?
You've studied
the bumps
this.
on the
Well,
nipples.
Cody's only seen this movie on his dad's TV.
It was all blue. You thought it was an Avatar?
That's a woman?
Just thinking that all movies are with avatars.
They made this Avatar about a fucking scientist and a nuclear bomb.
It's just some
Calling
crossover.
all movies avatars no matter what.
Oh yeah, Avatar New Jersey is one of my favorites.
They replaced that, yeah, but they replaced a big titted nipple showing Mary Jane with Zendaya. I don't even remember how I got on this, but just wanted to.
Something about
And
You don't
they
see
gotta show it in the film. They gotta show it.
Yeah, why not? I think if the actor is hot, you should show his
Show,
ass and
don't tell.
penis.
That's the rule of filmmaking, right?
Yeah.
Show, don't tell. Show me the tits. Don't tell me Spider-Man has a girlfriend.
Thinking that the
Show me her tits.
thinking that the Beckler
now I
test, the
Now I get it.
is that what's called the Beckler test?
Bechdel test.
Bechdel test, thinking that's
How
you
am I
see
the most literate one on this podcast? What the hell's going on?
You see that the Bechdel test is if you think that it's if you see the main actress's tits in the movie or not. Like, oh, The Wolf of Wall Street passes the Bechdel test.
You guys see a pair of tits without them being felt up by a man.
yeah, they just got to be there.
That's a lot of movies. It's all this
They
groping and
just got to
molesting.
be there.
They just got to be there on their own merit.
I'm not quite sure how you shoot this
A
scene.
woman can touch them. That could be okay.
You know where it is? Animal House. That passes the Bechdel test.
Yeah, but she's young.
Does it?
Belushi's looking. No. Oh, that's no, because that's a sexual scene. When Belushi's hopping the ladder. And he looks
looking
through.
at the
she's just getting
sorority.
underneath.
Oh.
That's true.
No,
I mean, my
no
favorite
touching.
Bechdel test isn't Goodfellas. Doesn't that pass the actual Bechdel test? Because there's
I
that
don't
scene
know.
where all the women are hanging out and they're talking
about
like,
their is talking about the family, talking about their husband's business at all? Like, does
No,
that-
but there is
they're
like
talking about
I think it's
other
like it has
women?
to be like 2 minutes of women talking about not men.
I only watch Master and Commander with no women.
What's that?
You never see Russell Crowe?
Master and Commander. They're on a ship. There's no ladies.
He's on a boat.
Okay.
I've got my boat.
You guys seen Black Sails?
It's like Avatar, except no one's blue. It's like Master
on.
Commander is like what
It's
Avatar,
like Pirates
the
of
Way
the
Water.
Caribbean, but they respect the flag.
I've been
And there's
meaning to
no
say that to
women.
you. I think this TV's broken. Everyone
Black.
has,
What's
like-
black flag?
Everyone has like white or black or like
one's
normal
blue.
skin. It's not blue. I don't get what's going
People
on.
look like they look in real life.
Yeah. So I think it's broken. The Phillies aren't all avatars.
You know how the Simpsons are green?
Yeah.
Yeah, I must have thrown your dad for a loop when he found out the Phillies jerseys are blue now and not just
What
on
the
TV.
fuck?
Just in real life. See, my TV's not fucking broken.
I mean, we watched the Mavericks versus Timberwolves.
Yeah.
2 blue teams, and it was like, who the fuck is who?
No, we're rooting for the bluer team.
We're looking, look for Luka Doncic and follow him.
Yeah. Look for the light blue fella. Like, damn, it's crazy that the best player in the NBA is light blue. What else? What else is going on? What else?
Yeah, that NBA Finals matchup. It's a light skinned guy versus a white guy versus 2 guys who are like black Hebrew
Tatum.
Israelites.
Yeah. Yeah, Jaylen Brown is like woke.
Yeah, we got good representation in this year's NBA Finals, I gotta say.
Luka's
They couldn't have rigged it any better.
Slovenian?
Yeah, he's white.
No, he's Slovenian.
I guess we're letting anyone in now. Drake's white though.
Yes. Oh yeah.
I think we've covered that on the podcast
Yeah, I think
too.
we have.
Logic's black.
I think we've covered that on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to this NBA Finals. I think this playoff's been abysmal, but
Dude, the Timberwolves series was good. The Timberwolves Mavericks.
they swept or they won one game, and then the last game the 40-point lead the entire
They
time.
were good games.
Not
You
the
can,
ones
you
I
can get
saw.
swept and still have close games.
I just like seeing the ball go in the basket. They scored so many points. I'm so proud of them. I'm looking forward to Boston having to root against the white player.
Ooh, yeah, that's interesting.
That's gotta be tough for them because they're racists. Anyway, I'm from Philadelphia. We're not racist.
No, we have a Liberty Bell.
Yeah, it's Liberty. Well, it's not the
Lady
It's
Liberty.
not the diversity bill.
Lady Liberty.
Yep.
She's got a manly face, man.
Well, that was what
No, she has like a Roman face.
the Statue of Liberty was originally holding the Liberty Bell, and she was ringing it because it was like, dinner's ready.
Statue of Liberty impression.
Dinner's ready.
Yeah, she does look very stern. I'll say that. She's not very sexy.
I think she's
kind
hot.
of handsome.
You can see her nipples, right?
yeah.
Did the
as far as I
liberals
can
take
remember.
away her nipples?
When it
No,
when
when
it
it's cold
rains,
out,
yeah, when it
yeah.
rains, you can see the Statue of Liberty's nipples. I'm pretty sure that might be a Mandela effect.
Mid-December in New York, those things almost touched the World Trade Center. They almost poke across the Hudson.
I mean, on 9/11, I remember that they were like, we got to find a way to make her not smiling. I wonder who the first person was when something bad happened in America. They were like, let's make the Statue of Liberty sad on this New Yorker magazine
well, no, she
cover.
was like,
Give us your nippliest, your horniest, yearning to come.
I'm pretty sure she was like a rocket when they first got her. They're like,
Yeah.
she was like a 10, but too many guys were just going over there and cranking it.
yeah.
Or like looking across
the
the
change
wall.
they had
her.
to- they had to make her
Everyone
a
was
little
coming
less
to America.
sexy.
Like, we have to go to the Americas and see the sexy big green woman.
Yeah. People just looking.
Yeah, too many Italians were coming into America.
Just
'cause
looking
they heard
across
about
the
this
Hudson.
sexy broad.
They had to make her more of a manly face.
Can you imagine that? Pre-movies and all that? Huge, sexy woman.
Just a big woman.
I'm cranking into the Hudson, dude.
Well,
Well, it's
if
made
you-
that size so that anyone in New York, Manhattan,
it,
New
yeah.
Jersey could see it and crank off
For
from
all
where they
people.
were.
Because
Yeah.
if you're standing on Battery Park, she just looks like a normal sized woman.
True. She's so hot.
Cameron Brink.
And she's showing some. She's showing some feet too. She's got the sandals on. You can see her toes.
Oh.
I wonder.
freaks, for the toe
I wonder
freaks,
if
dude.
the Statue of Liberty is on Foot Finder or whatever.
Probably.
Or
She's
whatever.
She's
Is that
the
a
first
thing?
account.
What is-
That really sounded like the type of thing where people are like, it's like a thing called like hentai or something. It's like, you know,
Is
what
that
it
a thing?
Celebrity Foot Finder. Yeah, there's
It's like a
there's
database?
it's like a website that shows like Sarah Silverman feet.
Nice.
I don't know. Never been on it.
What is the-
Mr. Skin was a very early website, like one of the earliest.
But that was just for like
websites.
that was for
Yeah, it was like
celebs.
any nudity in a movie.
Yeah, that's a good website to have. Honestly, that's a good website to have. Like if you're watching a movie with your parents and you're like a teen, just like quick look up Pirates of the Caribbean nudity.
That
And
way
then
you can
there
know the
is-
exact moment that your
Yeah.
parents are going to walk into the room because
So you can time it to trick them to think that you're not
At
gay.
age 29, dude, Florence Pugh's tatas came on in Oppenheimer.
In Oppenheimer, and they're blue.
Mom, look away.
Yeah,
Dad, look away.
that was
My dad's
awesome.
like, oh, this Avatar so hot.
Pausing it. You're watching a nude scene with your family, and the dad's just like,
Pause.
I gotta pee.
I gotta go take a nap.
Looking at the TV the whole time.
keeping the bathroom door open.
I gotta pee. He grabs the TV off the wall, brings it with him.
I'm gonna take a shower in the bathroom real quick.
That's how the TV cracked in the first place, probably.
Laying on top of the Dad, why are your pants unbuttoned? So I had to take a piss.
Fixing the TV. I was fixing the TV.
I thought
In
that
the shower?
I thought that movie did not need the nudity.
Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah,
I'm
they
being
did.
honest.
Because that was when she said I am become deaf.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
couldn't have had that line if she didn't have her tits flopping out.
That line delivered with some melons out.
That's
Hands
true.
down.
I just didn't. I thought that it was classless. and
Otherwise, it
tasteless.
sounds like something a nerd would say. But if a hot lady is saying it with her boobies out,
I would have said, "Put your tits away, you commie bitch. Go
That
kill
was the-
yourself in a bathtub."
That was the edit where he was like,
Oh, boy.
he thought about putting a Green Day song in there. Like what she was saying, I am death, destroy your worlds. Hits on holiday.
calling
And then
all
everyone's like,
Autobots.
dude, Oppenheimer was the greatest movie ever.
he's driving to the nuclear base in a Cadillac convertible, windows rolled down. Whoa. Yeah, I just didn't think. I felt like I was watching the movie, and I don't know. I feel like nudity's almost never justified in a movie.
Really?
Yeah, if
You're
I'm
on
being
this
honest.
train now?
I like it, but I'm never like, oh, you know what would have made this movie better is if they showed the female lead topless.
You just said you wanted that more, right? Well, you can't go
Did
back.
I?
You can't go back. No, this is a whole thing where people are complaining about sex scenes in movies now. Why do I not want to see the sex scene?
Because
You know what's not necessarily the dialogue. Get to the sex scene.
I guess I just don't like seeing like fake intimacy. I need to see the real thing.
Well, the whole movie's fake.
Not always. Documentaries.
Oh, that's true.
I like nudity in documentaries.
About like some tribe somewhere.
No, I'm good. Where we at? 56? Oh, we're like done. Sick.
We're going to round out the greatest episode of all time. The guest is off the mic right now getting us more beers.
It's Friday night. I don't know what we're going to do tonight.
Don't come on this fucking podcast. They won't let you pee and they make you get beers for them.
I do have a thing now where if we have a guest, I pee every single time.
Well, you
I don't know
gotta
if it's
take
just a
break.
precautionary thing of like,
I didn't
I
get the
kind of have to pee. I don't want to keep talking, so I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
I mean,
But I do have a thing with movies now where it's like I had to, first time in my life, I had to leave Tenet because I guess I was out of practice because COVID kept us out of the theaters. So I was like,
Well, the good thing about missing Tenet is, like, if you wait long enough, the movie happens again backwards.
Yeah.
So you don't really miss anything.
I went at the perfect time. I know Nolan so well. I went into the time where they were explaining the blue room, red room thing, where it's like, if you're over there, it goes backwards. If you're over here, it goes forward. It's like, I already know that. So I went to the bathroom during that time. I was like, I came back,
they were
missed
still
nothing.
explaining.
it would be so impressive.
I went to pee and the pee jumped out of the toilet into my urethra. And I was like, I'm in Tenet.
It went into my urethra, and I was like, I have eye syphilis.
I'm in the It went, the cum came out of my eye into my lover's penis. We're going backwards.
I was trying to watch the rest of the movie. I was like, blah, 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 blah.
It would be so impressive if he made that movie to like so intricate and like had a couple different scenes that weren't there before, and he just like had it at the 3 hour mark. It started teneting and it went the whole way back through it.
Oh
and the
yeah,
whole-
it kind of
people sitting there for like
little bit.
12 hours being like, is this the same fucking thing?
Just rewinded.
Yeah, just like it just as soon as it ends, it starts somehow and
Yeah.
the same thing.
Oh, Nolan put a secret message in Tenet. If you watch it backwards, it's Tenet.
Oh shit! Oh shit! The whole thing's about big syphilis.
Your dad's just like, yeah, no. When they go in the blue room, it's going forward, and when they go in the purple room, it's going backwards. Because blue is red. It doesn't matter. Whatever. We're
That's
done with
fucked up.
that.
You making jokes at my fucking dad's expense? It's fucking scumbag.
This is my fucking.
Hey, let's
this is
leave
my
shit.
family you're
Let's
talking
leave
about.
family out
scumbag
of it.
piece of shit. Sorry.
Wait, we're about to get in a fight. I'm gonna get a boner. I'm gonna get an erection. I forgot what he does. Yeah.
Tyson breathing heavy, but also smiling.
Yeah. So Tyson knocked out George Frazier or what's his name?
Yeah.
Joe Frazier's son in 32 seconds. Just obliterated him.
He's got an ulcer now. That's why he's not fighting Jake Paul yet.
Yeah, I was
That's what they're
disappointed.
saying.
Except I think the way
fuck
it
is
was
an
lined
ulcer?
up, it
What
was
is an
going
ulcer?
to be the Jake Paul Tyson fight, and then the next week was going to be the Trump Biden
Sit
fight.
here. Cody was like, "What's an ulcer?" I was
Like I know where. Like
I was like pointing to my stomach.
I don't think it would affect you that much.
No, it's like a fucking a stomach ulcer.
Got agita.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably because he's a 50-year-old training like a 19-year-old.
That should be. An
I
issue.
did see those. I saw some videos of him training, and he doesn't look like he can walk. So I'm not sure how the.
Oh, when he
fight's gonna go.
punches, it looks good.
Yeah,
That's
as
all
long
that
as it look
matters.
good. As long as it look good when he punches.
Yeah,
that's all
maybe.
that-
What if he's just a mess when he's not punching, but then he throws one punch and it's perfect. Form's still there.
Yeah,
That's
he's
all
in
he
his
can do.
wheelchair, just
I
stands
think
up
this
once.
is all a ploy. Like Jake Paul seeing him, he's like, oh, he's fucking weak. He's like, and then he's gonna walk out into the ring and then just fucking.
Oh, I thought you meant the
remembers.
whole.
The
I thought
fight
you meant
brings
the
him
whole
back.
fight was a ploy, and that they're gonna bell rings. Bruce Buffer's like,
Oh, it is.
let's get ready to rumble. They
don't-
they meet at the center of the ring, and they're like, we're actually running for president at the Independent.
Tyson Paul.
I would
Tyson
definitely
Paul.
vote for Tyson. I bet me and Tyson politically align perfectly.
Yeah, bitch was lying.
Empty the jails, free Trump. Yeah, free Trump.
Tyson's
Fuck,
fucking.
dude, free. Isn't that fun? Free Trump.
It's. I was stunned that he made or he got what 54 million in funding?
34 charges, 34-0, 34 convictions, and he raised $34 million yesterday.
I think it was more than that.
No, it's 34.8. I mean, today he probably raised more, but the day he got 34. And if you're
What
telling
made
me-
more, Furiosa or Trump this weekend?
Yeah, probably Trump.
That's crazy.
George Miller's got to get himself arrested. That's his problem. 34 million after 34
It is
counts.
funny to me, it's
You're
in-
telling me God's not real and he hasn't chosen a path for our.
You're telling me this man is not blessed by God?
Yeah. Oh, when was the last time the Savior got convicted and found guilty? Christ of Nazareth, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Good guy.
They put him on the cross.
I won't say who.
That's I just can't imagine ever being like, oh fuck, Trump got 34 charges. I better fire off a couple thousand this way.
Did you see the Andrew Tate tweet?
What'd he
So
say?
many people sent me the tweet where Andrew Tate says, he says the N-word. He refers to Trump as the N-word, but not like how rappers say it, how racists say it. And he was like, I'm sending $200,000 to my Trump.
Oh my god, dude.
Say what you want. Guy's good at building engagement for
Yeah.
himself. I
That's
wish I was
truly-
allowed.
I'm still off of Twitter, by the way. I'm still banned for a joke, but you can call Donald Trump the hard ER N-word.
Well, we now know that he is.
It's crazy that yeah, I just I don't know. I feel like it used to be
Yeah, I don't like
The
that
scare-
the
the
liberal
scare-
Andrew Tate was calling Trump the N-word.
the scare factor.
Bro,
like as
Andrew
an
Tate.
insult. Yeah, you get it. You get the joke.
We
What were you
talked
saying?
about that forever ago. Where the scare or the annoyance advertising was kind of a thing in the past, and now it's the thing.
Well, what do you
Yeah,
mean?
it's like
Where it's
you
if we
gotta-
can piss you
the
off,
outrage
that's better than
machine.
actually making you laugh or entertaining you.
Yeah, definitely.
Where it's you see so many ads and it's I fucking hate this ad. It's
Yeah, I mean
remembered it,
every
but it's
NBA
you
ad.
You
it's
remember it, yeah. So
no
it's
flex zone. No flex zone. They know
The NBA
better.
playoffs have some
Just
of the
people
worst
playing.
ones.
Let's get some
fucking-
hot wings.
People playing Jenga with fucking, saucy fingers. But I know it's a Wingstop ad.
They got you.
So they got me because I have to fucking. It's like MK Ultra training. I'm like, I'm just watching. I'm like, oh, this
Let's go, Mavericks.
this light blue player I really like. Oh, commercials. no flex zone. Time to go onto my phone and order on the Wingstop app. I need to order on the Wingstop app.
I watched the NBA games and had a couple beers and I blacked out again from the ad and ordered 40 wings.
I ordered Jenga too. I thought it was an ad for Jenga.
Yeah. Oh, you know that Jenga ad that keeps fucking
I had
running?
3
The
daughters.
games-
I
the
thought it was
games
an ad
every
for
other-
fatherhood.
Every other 3 days there's a game, and every other third day I get Jenga and Wingstop at my fucking doorstep.
Or that Don't Let Me Go Apple commercial.
Yeah, really.
That
bad.
one sucks.
But it's like I feel like they push that more than it. It's just like the Andrew Tate thing where it's like,
Oh, the that
yeah,
one.
it's just like, who's signing off on this shit? Somebody that is smart because it's working.
People that I've literally probably been in a room with, they're the
It
ones
drives me
saying, "Do
nuts,
this."
man. It's just like, but it works. It should be. That should be illegal.
I was at an audition yesterday, a callback. No big deal.
What for?
Outback Steakhouse.
Bloomin' Onion.
You play the onion?
No, I play the steak. But the guy behind the camera was Australian and took everything from it. Like, yeah, no, just come on in, deliver the lines like this. And I was like, there's no way Outback Steakhouse hired an Australian to run the camera.
Are they? They're not all Australian at the company.
Apparently not.
And how'd you deliver it?
Me?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, blimey. They're like,
Oh,
that's not
croaking
it.
me arm.
That's not it.
Cut.
That's the other one. It's like, you fucking prison colony.
This food's for us, not the queen. Right?
And yeah, the director is just like mean. I was like, why are you being? Hey, man, why are you being mean?
Hey, Jack.
Was
why
it
you
Mad
being mean?
Max?
Yeah, maybe they're angry over
Hey,
there.
hey, Kangaroo Jack, why you being mean?
Why being nasty, Angry Jack? Yeah. What are we at? We're
That's
done,
crazy.
right? We can be done.
I thought we were going 3 hours.
I think we're done. Anything to plug, Cody?
Imagine going 3 hours like Joe Rogan does.
I think if you had anything to say, or
Yeah,
an
he
inquisitive
usually has
mind-
like an astrologist or something blowing his mind, right? So he can just sit
Yeah,
there
he
and
has some former black celebrity being like, but there's 100 million stars in every night you can see observable, and here's the thing, there's 100 million fish in the sea.
Joe, here's why you don't understand. 3D printed guns in school is a good idea.
No, we were just talking about how like, oh yeah, he has Terrence Howard on. Terrence Howard's outside.
We got a special guest.
Speaking of...
Holy shit.
Yeah, open that window real quick.
Special guest. Look at this guy.
He's literally talking like how we joke. Ladies and gentlemen, the Los Angeles experience. Well, here, give me a mic. Thanks for tuning in. we got a guy yelling and just sitting here. I'll tell you what, I probably agree with him.
Scaring the living piss out of us.
We probably politically align exactly the same.
Should we bring him on?
Yeah. Come on in. Come on inside, man.
No, I'll open the screen and feed the mic.
Yeah, stay outside, but oh boy. All right, well he's bugging. We're gonna go ahead and end the
hate
podcast.
this, man. This is awful.
This is a good way to end it.
This is awful.
Cody, do you have anything to plug?
Yeah, mental health, guys. This is fucking scary shit.
Well, as long as we don't turn... As long as we don't turn the computer on, he won't kill everyone on the planet. Is that what he
guess.
said?
I
We
don't
can't
know.
turn the computer on? How are people going to listen to this podcast?
Dude, should we give him a beer?
Hey man, relax.
Hey, brother.
All right, I'm gonna go close the window in my bedroom just to make sure, and I'm gonna go get my gun.
Thanks for watching.